The designer tells us what he or she wants it to look like, and then the costume shop has to realize that, whatever that entails. There's certainly some give and take on it, but ultimately it's up to the costume shop to come up with the creative problem solving that needs to go into getting these to the stage. Sally Reynolds curated the exhibit, and she came up with the idea, which was really exciting. This is the kind of thing I think people sort of take for granted. They don't realize what goes into it, and the opportunity to be able to present it here and have people be able to look at it up close, touch the costumes is great. So we went to our warehouse and just sort of looked around to see what caught our eye, and caught her eye in particular, and here it is. What I think is really interesting is we actually have a huge range of skills within our costume shop. We're tucked away in the basement of the Wortham Theater, and within that space we have a stitching room with a whole bank of sewing machines, industrial sewing machines. We have a pattern making room with big tables where they can lay out and create the patterns from scratch. So a lot of equipment and a lot of skill, variety of skill crammed into the space down in the basement. So behind me are the costumes from Aida, which was designed by Zandra Rhodes, who's the iconic 70s fashion designer who's still designing today. Bright pink hair and all. So this was an exciting project. I think this really represents what people think of when they think of Zandra Rhodes, and it was really stunning on stage to see. It's a large chorus with, you know, costumes in these bright colors. And then we also have something really very different with the Rape of Lucretia. Those are much more muted, but almost as complicated, but you wouldn't know it just looking at it. You know, it's a simple silk draped costume, but very intricately gathered and very specifically dyed for that production. We also have some costumes from Cenerentola, which are very bright pop colors, and those are particularly engineered, I guess. You know, you have a piece of paper with this flat sketch on it, and the costume shop had to kind of turn that into what is very structural and three-dimensional pieces that really stand out. I think just seeing how much detail is involved in every single costume that's on the stage will be really interesting for people to see, but also I'm excited for people to see the scope and the range of skill and talent we have in the costume department of Houston Grand Opera, to be able to pull off such a wide range of styles and level of detail and design.
Nessuno sa la fenice d'ora bella, la fenice fior di ligi d'ora bella, fior di ligi, la fenice fior di ligi.